Hi, fruity cutie with the booty. What's up? My name is Jeanette, also known as Misfit Vegan. We're in my watermelon office, my filming area, and it is deconstructed because I am moving, but the show must go on. So let's get into the first video, which is a member request video. One of my favorite fruity cuties in Misfit Mondays asked a bunch of questions. I'm going to answer them in this video. So shout out to that fruity cutie with that official booty. Here we go. Jeanette, can you please talk about avocados and that guy said to take coconut oil? Could you please explain that? Well, okay, you want me to talk about avocados? I love avocados. I'm not giving up avocados. I don't care who says not to eat them. I don't care. I don't care. I like avocados. They help me to, when I want something, sometimes you don't want fruit. Sometimes you don't want sweet. Sometimes you need savory, satisfying. You need creamy. I'm not living without avocados, so I don't care who says the fat you eat is I don't give a fruit. The second thing is coconut oil. Somebody apparently, I don't know who she's talking about, but somebody apparently recommends coconut oil. It's not going to kill you, so try it. Personally, I don't eat oil because it's a processed food. I won't even eat avocado oil. But the main reason I don't eat oil is, yeah, it's a processed food, but also because when I start to eat oil, I start to break out. And I don't want that. I don't like breaking out. Okay, so I get oily skin, oily hair. It's not for me. But do you boo? Try it out because the truth is that there's many ways to heal. There's many ways to be healthy. And if coconut oil is working for this guy, then it's working for this guy. It just doesn't work for me. And see, you have to stop making people your guru. You figure out what works for you. Try it. Try eating dead animal body parts. You know it's not going to work. Try eating processed foods. You know you're going to feel like shit. Try eating coconut oil. Try eating no avocados. Good luck with that. You're going to be miserable. And you're going to go back to processed foods. So that's my opinion. Okay, here we go. Next question. This is getting good. Can you talk about making the raw lifestyle easy and less complex and more certain that it's worth it? Because it's a lot to be a raw person in this culture long term. I have loved cooking, and it's so hard to let the idea of cooking foods go completely, unless I get to where don't want them. That could happen as I already see my habits changing, but when you're in it to heal and how long it's going to take, and the life usually offers no guarantees, but do you believe in your core this is the way? Okay, we're going to start from the beginning here. So she says, can you talk about making the raw lifestyle easy and less complex and more certain that it's worth it? Well, yeah, you're right. There are no guarantees in life. I'm not saying for sure that, yeah, I am saying for sure it's worth it. I was going to say I've never seen anybody go raw and not heal. I've never seen it. I've never seen anybody go raw and not lose the weight and not feel better. I've never seen it. Yeah, they've given up before the results came. Sure. Seen that every fucking day, every Tuesday, every Taco Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have seen people just want results in a week, a month, a year, and sometimes it takes 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. Remember, I did a video recently on all the things that I've healed over the years, and some of the things took over 10 fucking years. My hair would never grow. It took over 10 years for my hair to grow. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to sacrifice? If you're not, then you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. And there's a quote that I love so much, and it says, when nothing works, keep working. My hair growth this is a dream to come true to have this hair. But however, it wasn't the most important thing for me. Okay? The most important, speaking of my hair, I gotta fix it. Gotta fix it, baby. I gotta represent. Gotta represent the lifestyle now. The most important thing for me was to heal and to lose the weight and to clear my skin and to not be depressed anymore. So, and I was in severe pain too. When your pain is worse than the pleasure of eating the cooked food, then you'll give it up. Now, is it a guarantee? Nothing in life is a guarantee. I highly, highly doubt that you'll be raw for years and still be in pain, fruity cutie. Okay, I highly doubt that. The only way to know is to try it. And I hate to do this to you, but you wanted the truth, right? You want the truth? I'm going to give you the truth. Your mindset needs to change. Your mindset is the problem. Can you talk about making the raw lifestyle easy and less complex and more certain that it's worth it? Because it's a lot. to be, and a lot was in capitals. It's a lot to be a raw person in this culture long term. It's really not. It's really not. It's a lot to be in pain in this culture long term. Am I right? It's a lot to be overweight in this culture long term. The world treats you different based on the way you look, and your life is totally different based on the way you feel. If you're in pain, because I know this fruity cutie, and she's in pain, your life will be completely different when you're pain free. Do you agree? Or is the pain not that bad? Because if the pain is not that bad, then enjoy your cooked food, and there's nothing wrong with cooked food. Could you make it a little healthier? Whole foods, plant-based ingredients. And if you're doing that, then what's the problem? Okay, you're still in pain, or if you're drinking alcohol, okay, well that's not a whole food plant-based ingredient. If you're eating white sugar, that's not a whole food plant-based ingredient. Could you just get healthy cooked food in your life? Because you don't have to give up cooked food if you're so like miserable without cooked food. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. You can absolutely heal on cooked food, but if you want to go raw and you want to give this thing a shot, you got to change your mind. Your mindset is it's so hard to be raw, and therefore you are never going to be able to stick to being raw because the mind is the most powerful thing. Some of you guys, most of you guys drive, right? And some of you guys would say, if I said to you, I can't drive, it's impossible to drive, I'm so scared, it's too much work, I can't do it. It's just, I can't do all those things at once. Look in the rear view mirror, look in the windshield, look out the side windows, pay attention to the roads, the street signs, the lights, the other cars, my speed, like the GPS. Can't do it. It's too much. What would you say to me? What would you say to me? You would say, don't worry, it's going to get easier. The more you do it, the easier it gets. And that's the same thing with the raw food lifestyle. And I know this because I just fucking learned how to drive last year. I'm 39, almost 40 in 2 months. Okay. Okay. And I think I have something in my teeth. Great. Sorry, I just eaten mangoes. Okay. So I'm almost 40. I just learned how to drive. It was really, really hard for me because my mom didn't drive. My grandma, okay, you guys know, right? Nobody in my family drove. I'm from New York. Long story short is I was convinced it was too hard for me. I was convinced it was too hard. It wasn't for me. I have a lot of anxiety on the road and I can't do it. I just can't do it. And I convinced myself that for 38 years until, I finally, the pain of not driving was more than the pain of taking driving lessons and doing the damn thing. And now I drive every fruity day, boo. And now I eat amazing fruits that I want. Because by the way, first fucking 3-4 years here in Florida, couldn't eat good fruit. Barely got some good fruit. You know why? I couldn't drive. And I was living with a roommate who didn't care about fruit. Like, she was fruitarian, but she was okay with apples and bananas and oranges. So, like, shout out to Pookie. She wasn't going to take me to Homestead. She wasn't going to take me to Miami Fruit. She wasn't going to take me places, farms and stuff. So I had to have nasty fruit. Just seedless watermelon and apples and bananas and grapes the whole time here in Florida because I'm not living on a fruit farm. And finally, I said, enough is enough. I'm doing what it takes to make my life better. And boo, that's what you need to do. Enough is a fucking enough. How long do you need to be in pain for you to say enough is enough? It's not worth it. The fucking food is not worth it. Sorry. I've been there. I've been there. I've been on both sides now. Shout out Joni Mitchell. It's not worth it. Okay. Sorry, I moved the camera just now. Next. Okay, how can you talk about making it easier? Making it easier by saying it's so easy to be raw. It's so easy to be raw. Just say that over and over and over again. Also, I've given this person like 8 million tips and tricks, but I'll give you guys some. Okay, 1, buy lots and lots of easy to eat fruit. Grapes, easy peel oranges, bananas, apples, lots of dates. You can make caramel. She does this, okay? Shout out to you, boo. I'm not going to say your name because I might get nasty in this video. But lots of bananas, freeze the bananas, have frozen fruit, frozen vegetables, have lots of backup foods, have easy foods that you love to eat that are simple and delicious, have them ripe, only buy ripe fruit. Wash everything as soon as you get home so you have it readily available. Make smoothies. Don't fucking make juices. Don't make juices. You don't have time for that. Um, Learn some really, really, really easy recipes, easy dressings. You could check out my free book below. Get my book on Amazon if you'd like, if you want an official, real one. Okay, only the real ones buy my books. Okay, I'm just saying. Thank you very much to everybody that recently bought my book. It's really nice of you. I really appreciate it. So now, okay, unless I get to where okay. And then I have loved cooking. You can still make food. It's called a dehydrator, and you can make all the fucking food you want. You can make buffalo wings, you can make kale chips, you can make the wraps that take 80 fucking hours to make. You can make the this and the that and the what's that Chris Kendall thing that he makes? Looks so good. It's the curry creamed something with the freeze, then unfreeze, then refreeze, then dehydrate, then freeze, then unfreeze again. You could do all that, boo. What? You just you just don't want to do it. You just looking for an excuse. It's hard. Yes. Yes, it was very hard for me to learn how to drive. Now it's easy as fuck. Yes, it was very hard for me to go raw. Now it's easy as fuck. Everything's hard before you know how to do it. And life is reps. You want something to be easy, put in the reps. Do it over and over and over. Guess what? Push ups were hard until I did them. Now I could do them. You got to put in the reps. You got to start with one. You got to start with 1 meal raw, 2 meals raw, 3 meals raw. Okay? All right. You know what that is? Okay. If you don't know what that was, I don't know. And I look crazy. Okay. Shout out to the count. Where you're do you believe do you believe in your core this is the way? Yes, because of the millions of people I've seen. I have a whole book on it, boo. Read my book. Just to convince yourself that the raw food diet is the way, try it and consume lots and lots of content proving that this is the way. Okay, read and watch videos of raw vegans and study people like Fred Bishi and Robert Morse, all the people he's healed from everything. You can check out my testimonial book. I'll leave the link below. 100 people that have went raw and healed forever, as long as they stay raw. That's the thing. Ooh, you don't want to change. I know, because addiction is real, boo. I know. It's your addiction talking. You know that, right? That guy doesn't eat avocados, and I'm like, seriously? I don't know who you're talking about. If you don't eat avocados, okay, don't eat avocados, but I'm eating the avocado. More for me. When somebody doesn't eat something, I'm like, good, more for me. Some of y'all be like, ew, I don't like durian. Oh, it smells like dirty socks, onions. I'm like, good, more for me. I'm eating white chocolate frosting, like, good for more for me. More for me. Maybe it's just too hard and to check every box and still take these supplements, etc. Maybe it's just too hard and to check every box and still take these supplements, etc. What supplements? You don't need supplements as a raw vegan. What? I don't know, dude. I don't know what in the actual fruit my fruity cutie's talking about. But I got to call her because I got to get to the bottom of this. What supplements? You don't need no supplements. She knows that. You don't need nothing. Check all the boxes. Trust me, God checked all the boxes. An apple is a balanced meal. You understand me? Not one apple, because that's only 80 calories. If you're going to eat apples as a meal, you got to eat 5 or 6. Every meal as a raw vegan needs to be at least 500 calories. So that's 5 bananas. That's 5 mangoes. That's about 6 apples, depending on the size. Okay? So you got to eat enough. Yes, if you go raw, you will need to eat more food than you've ever eaten in your life. If you're not going to eat more food, then you need to eat calorie-dense foods. Okay, so you have to have smoothies with bananas and dates and maybe some hemp seeds and almond butter. You know, the nuts and seeds got a lot of calories. So if you're not eating enough, throw in some nuts and seeds. Oof. A half cup of tahini is 720 calories. So you're not eating enough, put in a half cup of tahini in the blender, blend it up, or just put it with some water and some lemon juice and maybe some garlic powder and mix it in a bowl. And that's an amazing dressing. And that's a good amount of calories for a salad. Because, you know, the salad has no calories. All the calories are in the dressing. So don't be afraid of avocado. Don't be afraid of nuts and seeds. Be afraid of doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, eating processed foods, dead animal body parts, never getting anywhere. Be afraid of being in pain for the rest of your life, being fat forever, never getting a body that feels good and looks good, never stepping into your true potential. Be very afraid. Do not be afraid of avocados. Be afraid of never reaching your full potential and dying with regret. Be afraid of that. Please. Next question. Thanks for these. This is fun. Okay. I feel like somebody. Can you talk more about salad dressings? Do you have a place where you keep all your recipes? Yes, I told you before, but you know what? I'm not going to get upset because even though it makes me feel like I'm wasting my breath, I know that I've said a lot of things in my private community and in my course that people need to hear over and over and over again because they missed it, because there's just too much information. So I totally get it. All of my recipes that I use on a daily basis, I put them on Post-it notes and I keep them inside the cabinets in my refrigerator, in my kitchen. Not in the refrigerator. That's crazy. I keep food in the refrigerator and I have Post-it notes. You could put it on the refrigerator, you could put it on the outside of the cabinets, or you could put it inside the cabinets. All right, that's the best way because some of y'all want like beautiful houses, aesthetically pleasing houses. Okay, no problem. Put it inside the cabinets. Have a whole section for all the creamy dressings, the fat-free dressings if you want to be a fucking whatever, fat-free fool. Okay, I'm sorry, but nobody can eat fat free. Like they don't exist. Who's doing that? If you're eating fat free, you're not eating raw. Okay, so that's we're not going to name names, but that's what Freely's thing is. Okay, so we're not going to name names now, but like she's not eating raw because if you're going to eat no fat, if you're going to eat low fat, you can't eat raw. You can't do it. It's not enough calories unless you live on a fruit farm with Ann Osborne. But like, who's doing that? So you either eating all the fruit, vegetables, nuts, and seeds as you want, which is what I do, or you're eating low fat and eat lots of starches. You can eat potatoes and squashes, and if you want to do rice and stuff, okay, do you boo. That doesn't agree with me. That doesn't make me feel good. I'm not doing it. I'm doing what I'm doing forever because it works. It makes me feel good. It's healed everything and it's easy to maintain and I love it. But try it out. Maybe you won't like it. Maybe you'll like Freely's way better. Raw till 4 is phenomenal, dude. So try that out. Okay. You want to be low fat. Fucking, okay. You want to eat cooked food, do raw till 4. There's nothing wrong with that. I teach people how to do that too because that's for a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to be raw. Okay. And you don't have to be at all. Hold on. Why also did that guy not like kale again? I don't know what guy. I'm so sorry. I don't like kale personally. I don't eat kale. It's nasty. It doesn't taste good. If you like kale, then eat it. But usually I would need like a lot of salt or oil as a dressing for kale. I just don't like kale. It's just very hard and doesn't seem like human food. But if you like kale, then eat kale. Don't be afraid of that. But you probably like kale with oil and salt. Let's just be honest. Have you been more low fat raw and noticed a difference? Oh, well, I do, what's low fat? Because I consider myself low fat, to be honest. Although I have fat every single day, I'm not sure if that, I eat fruit for breakfast, fruit for lunch, or a smoothie or an ice cream. And then for dinner, have a big salad with a really delicious dressing, with an avocado, with nuts, with seeds. Is that low fat to you? Because then I'm low fat. But let me tell you something right fruity now. If I want nuts for breakfast, then I'm having nuts for breakfast. If that's what my body wants. If that's what I'm craving. Like this morning, actually for lunch, no, this morning I had grapes. And then for lunch, around noon, I had apples, like 5, 6 apples with some caramel. And I just made the recipe. So check it out. And I put some Brazil nuts in there. So am I low fat? Am I still allowed in the low fat fucking Facebook groups? Sorry. How long might it take to be all raw and see healing? Any ideas for that? Okay, great question. How long might it take to be all raw? I don't know. How much effort are you putting in? You can be all raw today, right now, if you just eat raw food. It's not that complicated. You're overcomplicating it. Any ideas for that? How long might it take to be all raw and see healing? Oh, I understand. If you're eating all raw, how long will it take to heal? I cannot give you that because your healing cannot be rushed. Your healing is on nature's time. So when you timeline, When you go raw, you are basically lying down on nature's operating table, and we do not know how long that will take. But what I do know is when you fast, when you juice fast, when you do a quick fix, when you go on some type of cleanse, because I don't consider the raw food diet a cleanse, I consider that a human diet. But when you go on a raw, like not raw. When you go on a juice cleanse or a water fast, you're trying to trick nature and you're trying to do a quick fix. And nature does not respond to that. Everything happens in divine timing. Nature is slow. Nature takes time. You cannot rush a flower blooming. You cannot rush a tree growing. You cannot rush your healing. So you go raw and you do everything you can do, and then it's going to happen. But it might take a month. It might take 2 months. It might take a year. It might take 2 years. Because, like I always say to my clients, your body is cleansing no matter what. Even if you're eating McDonald's, your body's trying to heal. Your body has been designed to heal itself. So you're not going to heal eating McDonald's, but your body's still trying to heal. So when you go raw, now you can finally heal because your body's not digesting food. It's not focusing on digesting the food. So your body's focused on healing 24/7, but say you want to heal your knee pain or your arthritis, or you want to clear your skin, or you want to lose weight. But your body, in its infinitely more intelligent wisdom than your ego, your body knows, okay, I have a tumor in my spleen. We need to get rid of that tumor first before we work on your skin or your weight. Okay, we have this serious issue with our pancreas. We need to focus on that now before we die a premature death, before we get really bad, in really bad shape. So we're going to focus on that instead of the eczema. You see what I'm saying? Your body knows what it's doing. If you give it the food that it was designed to eat, you will heal as fast as possible, but you might not heal what you want first. Your body knows what to heal first. That is exactly what happened to me. My body needed to heal so many things, and then it healed my eczema completely. And then my hair grew to where it is now. Okay, almost at my butt. So like, yeah, I'm coming for you, Fully Raw Christina. I'm coming for you. No, just kidding. I'm not gonna have it that long. That's a little too wild for me, but I like the length now. This length is good. So you see what I'm saying? You cannot control what heals first, but everything will heal. But you've got to stay the course. If you do not know how to do this on your own, I can help you. I have speaking of courses, I've got a food addiction freedom course starting in like 3 days. It's January 1st. The best, I mean, honestly, if you're going to go raw with me on January 1st, right? There's no better time. So I'm really excited for Christina and Lisa and Leah and all the people that are joining the course. I cannot wait to work with you. January 1st, I'm going to hold your hand the whole time. I'm going to give you support and guidance and accountability. I'm going to fucking make sure you fucking stick to what you said you were going to do. We're going to be working out together. We're going to be eating together. We're going to be doing everything together for 6 full weeks. And the best part, in my opinion, is after 6 weeks, I'm going to pair you up with your accountability partner for life. So one other woman from the group, it's women only, is going to become your partner for life. And I have people like Salima and Diana and fucking my Judy Fruity Cutie with the booty and Vicky. And I have Jody and Tamra, and I have connected, Jen and Verena. I've connected thousands of fruity cuties all around the world in all different countries together. I just connected my boo Zin, Rosie, and Rachel in Australia. They're both in Australia. Many, many, many thousands of women have connected who would never know each other, and they're helping each other for life. You get on the phone with each other once a week. You text them every day. You stay connected. You stay accountable. I would not be anywhere without my accountability partner, and I promise you it's going to work because we're going to make it work for 6 weeks together. Maybe the secret is that you can't do this on your own. Maybe nobody can do anything on their own. Michael Jordan could not be Michael Jordan without Tim Grover. That was his coach. He was not Michael Jordan until he had Tim Grover. Understand that. Guess who Tim Grover also coached? Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. What a concept. The best fucking basketball players in the world all had the same coach. So that's proof right there. You need a coach. Maybe it's me, maybe it's not me, but you need someone to help you. You've tried to do it on your own. You can't. I couldn't do it on my own. I had a coach too. I had a mentor. So do me a favor. Reach out to me if you'd like. I'll leave my information below. And if you don't want me to coach you, just get my book. It's totally free. You have nothing to lose but the weight and the pain and the low self-esteem and the low confidence and the depression and all that stuff, the acne. You have nothing to lose by going raw. And this person, this beautiful fruity cutie who's amazing, she's doing great things in the world, she's trying to get me to guarantee her when she's going to heal. I don't know. It could be very quickly. It could take years. But no matter how long it takes, it's going to be worth it. Because if you're in pain, that is not okay. You are not supposed to be in pain. You're not supposed to be miserable. You're not supposed to feel upset. You're not supposed to not like your body, not love your body. You're not supposed to be in pain. And you're not supposed to feel guilty when you eat either. No more guilt. Please. Love you guys so much. I will do a few more videos like this. So if you would like me to make a video on anything, let me know about down below. And I'll leave my link to my Food Addiction Freedom course starting in a few days down below as well. My free book and everything else. Love you guys. Thank you for listening. I love this woman. I thank you so much for being in my private community, for being in my life. But you need to understand that you are looking for a way out. But then you're never going to get in. You're never going to step in to your greatness if you're always looking for a way out. I know the food tastes good. It's always going to taste good. If that is more important to you, then do you, boo, and stop complaining about the pain. Deal with the pain and keep eating and doing what you're doing. You're making progress. You're doing the damn thing. I've watched you grow over the last few weeks, but you want to go raw, but you're still eating cooked food. And it's not the healthy kind. So how about you take a step back and say, okay, I'm going to eat cooked food, but it's going to be healthy cooked food only. I'm not going to do salt. I'm not going to do oil. I'm not going to do the processed foods, the bread and the pasta. I'm not going to do the alcohol. I'm going to do this. I'm going to set myself up for success and get all the ingredients I need, learn the recipes that are simple and easy. I'm going to create a non-negotiable with my accountability partner, okay, that I'm eating raw. I'm focusing on one day at a time, and I'm saying no to the things that I'm addicted to, and I'm saying yes to the future me. I'm remembering the future, and I'm remembering how I want to feel and what I want to look like and who I want to be. And is there something more important to you than your immediate pleasure? That's what you need to tap into, because the damn truth is that, yeah, it would be really nice right now to eat the white chocolate cake that my roommate has in the fridge for Christmas. Okay, her aunt baked like an Italian white chocolate cake. And I love white chocolate, and that would give me a lot of pleasure. But you know what brings me more pleasure? Hopefully, maybe inspiring one person today to eat fruit instead of dead animal body parts. And if I eat that fucking cake, I can't film this video because I'll feel like shit, because I will be upset. I'll have a stomach ache. I'll be mad at myself. I'll feel guilty. And then I can't be myself. I can't step into my destiny, which is to hopefully inspire one person a day to eat fruit and be cute instead of eating meat and smelling like feet. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You need something outside yourself to pull you, to push you. You need more passion for something else besides the food. I know the food makes you happy and it's delicious, and most of the people you're hanging around don't give a shit. Maybe you need to stop hanging around those people. Maybe you need to stop eating with people that are tempting you and forcing you. Although, is anybody forcing you? I'm just saying. Maybe you need to stop eating with those people. Maybe you need to have a little bit of a solo year in 2025 where you like step away from your social group. If you really want to step into the healthiest you, if you really want to get rid of those addictions, if you really want to do this thing, maybe you got to change the way you eat and who you eat with. I'm just saying, or not, do you, boo? What's your priority? What's the most important thing to you? Because to me, I needed to heal. I needed to get off the pain medication I was on. I needed to stop the depression and all the horrible things that were happening to me, and I didn't care what it took. And yeah, my life is totally different now. And in many ways, yeah, I do miss my old life sometimes, because it was so much easier. It's so much easier to just go along to get along, to eat what everyone else is eating. But like at the same time, I think to myself, was it easier? Because I was suicidal. And I was in severe back pain, and I was in severe knee pain, and I had really bad acne, and I hated my life. I didn't want to be alive. So actually, oh, wait a minute, it's not easier. It's not easier to eat what everyone else eats. It's easier to be raw. And that's what you got to say to yourself. I love you, boo. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.